Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Countdown to Fun for the Scrapbooking Fun Summit. Thank you for coming here on a Sunday, depending what time zone you're in. We have time zones. In fact, I think Katherine and I are the only ones in the same time zone. Everyone else is all over the place. So welcome. We wanted to bring you in as a sneak peek of what's going on in the Scrapbooking Fun Summit. I am Heather Cameron, one of your hosts. Tracy is stuck in Costco, so Tracy may or may not show up at some point in time today to join us. If you're listening live, let us know. We've got a few people watching live in the comments what channel you're watching it from, because we're being rebroadcast all over the place, whether you're a card maker or a scrapbooker, and have you been at the summit before? Those are good places to start. So to let you know, our summit is coming up in just over a week from June 3rd to June 7th. It's hard to get all these dates right in your head sometimes. June 3rd to June 7th. We have a packed agenda of 28 amazing speakers. We have 4 of them here. We have a set of sponsors. Adeline's one of our sponsors. And we have a huge change that we've made to the VIP Fun Bundle to give you a lot more stuff going on. So to get started, say hi. And then what I wanted to do with our speakers is just introduce yourself and maybe give a little bit about what project you did. Give them a little tease of your project, of what you put in the VIP Fun Bundle, of what your freebies are. Tease. If you can remember, if not, I do, Elena. I have most of them in my head right now as I'm so who wants to jump in first? Who am I going to pick on?
Oh, I will.
Elena, you're the assistant, so you get to go.
Shelley said she'll go.
Shelley put her hand up? Okay.
Sure, why not?
Shelley can go first.
Okay, so I'm Shelley from Papercraft Hugs.
Whoa, that's weird. Okay, we're not doing that one.
We have an advertisement. Cool.
Not intentionally.
I'm Shelley from Papercraft Hugs.
We'll fix it.
I was going to say, you're moving me all over the place.
There we go.
And yeah, I'm presenting again. I presented at the last fall's.
I'll find it.
Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, I just keep bouncing all over the place here.
I got it. I got the one I wanted.
Now I'm good.
Now
I was going to say, Elena, there we go.
There we go.
All right. So yes, I'm presenting again, and I'm going to be making a gatefold card, and we'll do a quick little. There we go. That was your sneak peek.
You can give a little bit of a peek.
Oh, can I give a little bit of a peek?
Okay.
More.
All right. Well, there we go. And then we'll open up, and then this will open up like that.
Wow.
So that's one of the ones that I show, and yeah, it's. I love fun folds, and so I thought, why not do a fun fold, because they're so much fun, and they're not as hard as they look when you're shown how to do it. And so I thought, well, you know what, this is an easy one to do for people who don't have a whole lot of craft supplies. I mean, a lot of us have a lot of supplies, and but we do have beginners, and you don't have very many things. And this, basically, you need a trimmer, you need some embellishments, you need some paper, and a way of scoring or folding things. So it's a nice, easy one to get everybody started, but still has that wow factor. My VIP bonus, just trying to remember here. Let's see here. My free bonus is a cheat sheet, 21-page cheat sheet with everything from some sample card layouts, so that when you're in that funk and you just don't quite know what you want to do, you can look at one of the card layouts and go, oh, I'm going to make that one. And it has all of the measurements in both imperial and metric. And let's see here, it has some common things on how, if you look at a card and you go, oh, there's something missing, or something's not right, or maybe I put a thumbprint in the middle of the page or something like that, some common ways to fix it, some common measurements of layers, because everybody's always confused with how do I make a layer and what's the measurement need to be. And so I've put all those in there. Anyways, 21 pages of goodness, and hopefully that'll be helpful. And then my VIP is a free pass to my next quarterly card making palooza. And so that's where we get together for 4 hours and we make 6 to 8 cards, and you'll get full written instructions, replays. You'll get me for 4 hours explaining how to do the cards. Yay. by the time 4 hours is over, you'll be tired of me. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. The last one we did in March, we had a bunch of people, and I had some really good comments. It was my first one. Had some really good comments, and people were really, really thrilled with the cards that they got to make, and of course to have the replay to make them again and again and again. So there we go. That's me.
There you go. Thank you. And just one thing I want to say too, Shelley just talked. Shelley's a card maker, but one of the things Tracy and I say all the time, it is called the Scrapbooking Fun Summit. In hindsight, we might have gone back and called it the Papercraft Summit, but this is where we're at, is everything applies. Like I was watching Elena's video last night. It's really cool what she's doing, by the way. And in the very end, she's like, this is how you could put it in your scrapbook. This is how you could do it on a scrapbooking page, and vice versa. There's scrapbooking techniques. This is how you could do it on a card. So no matter what you do, you're going to learn something from the video. And I thought, oh, that would be really cool in a scrapbook, Elena. So a great suggestion.
Yeah. My one, this can be put onto like in a smaller size, but you could put it onto a scrapbook page and have it serve as a mystery window.
Yeah.
And
doesn't even need to be a smaller size. It could be a predominant
exactly.
thing. You could put it in a junk journal, and all this stuff works. And so we often get, well, there's not enough scrapbooking, then we get, there's not enough card making. We get both sides of that equation, by the way. You can learn from every single video and every single person. So, and there's always, because I watch all of them, there's always a hidden gem. There's always something in there that we didn't expect that's like, oh, wow, that's really cool. There's a hidden gem in here. So recognize that. There's always something fun and different to do. And that kind of thing. So, and taking advantage of it. So you can find out if you want to join us. It's you can find the link in anybody's bio who you're watching from. This is being streamed all over the internet to everyone's account. So wherever you're watching, click the link in the bio and join from there. And come in, and we have a huge package in the VIP, which I'll talk about in a minute. I'm going to pick on Elena next because she moved, and I got to figure out what I'm doing with my screen here. We have a few people that have come from your channel for sure, Elena. So
yeah, I see Carol's on there. Hey, Carol. And I see Loretta's in the comments.
There you go.
And somebody from South Africa. That's really cool.
That is very cool. And let us know if you're in the comments, if you're a card maker or a scrapbooker or what you are, or you're new, if this is something new that you're doing. We always love to see this. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I'm Elena with Black Sheep 303 Creative. I am an SVG card designer. So I cut projects with like a Cricut or a scan and cut, or you can see all my machines here. And my thing is that I started out as a traditional card maker doing, like inks and stamps and dies. And then I transitioned over into designing SVGs. And so now I try to bring the two together. And so here's my card. It is a pop out card. So it like pops out when you take it out of the envelope, and then it still opens. So, and I'm also, people who know me as a designer know, I do a lot of like nitpicky little tiny details. So, that happens on my cards. But so if you like that, I do have other ones that are easy and like very much simpler, but this one is one of the like lots of little nitpicky things. But I started out doing that because when I was using dies with my traditional cards, I really loved the like how intricate the dies could be, and I loved those like full like card front dies, but they're like really expensive. And so I was like, there's got to be a cheaper way to design this and still get cool details and stuff. So I'm always like trying to push the limit. I'm like, how skinny can my Cricut cut this thing? Just to try to get that like the fun effects that like you can get with metal dies. Can't quite do exactly everything, but you can get pretty close.
And so you lead me to a question. Do certain machines cut better in the small detail?
I haven't had an issue with any of the machines cutting the small details.
That's good.
But it does depend on what kind of paper, like cardstock you're using. Like that's really important. You can't cut super small details, especially if they're real curvy or anything, from say like 100-pound paper. Like that's just too heavy, or like 300 GSM. Like I tend to use 65-pound 176 GSM to cut those details.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, and then I have my own summit. Is it okay if I promote my summit?
A little bit.
Okay. It's called Card Making with SVGs Plus. It's at the end of June. So, but you'll hear more. I think I mentioned that in my presentation for this one. So
excellent. And do you remember what your VIP is? I remember what your VIP is.
Yeah. So I used to do a Cricut Joy Summit. And so my VIP contribution is all of the projects from the Cricut Joy Holiday Summit back from 2023. But they're really cool projects. And if you have a Joy, it's you can learn to make things that you didn't know you could make with a Joy, like engraving. I'm trying to think of other things. Cutting felt, like stuff like that, glass etching, all those things. And if you don't have a Joy, like you have a bigger machine, you can still make all the projects that are in that, on any of the bigger machines. It's just the Joy is small. So there were some limitations, and I wanted to help people who had that tiny machine.
Excellent. That's fantastic. And thank you. I mean, Cricuts are popular. People love using these machines and doing stuff with these machines. So they are great. And I had a question. It just went in and out of my head. I hate to say that happens. I have this great question and it's just gone. It'll come back at some point in time. It usually does.
That's what happens to me too.
Like, why does this happen? We have these great thoughts and great questions and they go away as we're doing too many things at once, looking at comments, doing that. We have some card makers, some scrapbookers in the comments. Someone said they loved your card, like our summits, which is great. Okay. Katherine, why don't we pick on Katherine now?
All right, let's pick on me. That's Elena.
Yeah, I have to move it, and then there you go.
Okay. Hi, everyone.
It takes a moment to change.
That's all right. I'm Katherine from Katherine Learns Stuff. If you haven't met me before, I do everything. I do paper. I do upcycling. I do not scraps. I do sewing. I do woodworking. I do sort of everything. I don't just focus on one sort of medium or type of crafting. I do kind of everything. I think this is my 4th or 5th scrapbook summit that I've been in. And if you know me, I'm not really a scrapbooker. Like I do paper crafts. But this year I tried it again. I did another scrapbook page and I made this is a circle waterfall. Now in this angle, I can't get this to move because it's going to like fall this way, but it flips. And so I will do it down here while you can't see it because I won't break it because I'm not coordinated enough to do that in the air. And then it flips around to be this way.
It's very cool. I watched the video yesterday.
It worked, but I didn't practice the maneuver standing up like that. So, but that's what I did for the summit. And it was a really fun project. And I saw something similar. I'm like, I'm going to do one of those. And so that's what I did. And for my freebies for this one, I've got this is like summer themed because summer's coming up, and so I've got some free summer themed cardstock designs, like printable paper. So I did that for my freebie, and my VIP pass that I've done for the VIP. What did I do? I've got I did a few summits a while ago, and I'm repurposing that content, I guess, and so I made a Santa Claus wine sleeve. So like if you're gifting a wine bottle for Christmas, you can make this fancy Santa sleeve on it. That's included in there. And I believe it is a card as well. I think it's my cardinal card. It's a gatefold card for cardinals. So it's my winter collection, let's call it. So that's what I've included for the VIP bundle. So that's there as well. So
excellent. And Katherine, Loretta says that looks challenging. So what's the challenge? It looks really cool.
It's a lot easier. The hardest part, and I might have said this in my video when you watch me do it. I made a template for this because templates are so much easier to work with. But when I was initially trying to do it, I'm like, oh, I could just use a compass and a protractor and a ruler and like be grade 5, right? No. No, I could not do it. I could not pull it off with just like drawing the circles. I had to sit down and design it because I couldn't.
But it is really cool. I watched the video. It's very cool. So that's going to be a really fun one to do. And Katherine always does stuff a little out of the box that kind of fits. I'm assuming even the mechanism that you did, you could use it in different ways, right?
Yeah, you could. I was actually thinking like when I started this, I wanted to do it on a card. But then I was like, well, it's going to be a big card or like, what am I going to do? And I'm like, no, I'll just do a scrapbook page. So But yeah, it's like you could use the concept on a whole bunch of different ideas.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the whole thing. Every one of these videos you watch, you can pick the concept and reuse it.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing we always want to say, because we don't want you to dismiss something because, oh, Katherine did a scrapbook and I don't scrapbook. Don't dismiss it because the techniques they have, and similar, Elena did a card, so I'm not going to do a card. All of this stuff applies across different things. So make sure that if you're coming, the summit is free to attend, and then we have our VIP upgrade. We'll talk about that in a second, but come sign up, do that. It's a really exciting, fun summit. And we love our speakers. Our speakers are great. We have a lot of returning speakers. Actually, everyone here is a returning speaker. So that's the other thing. People come back because they love the community that you guys bring to it as well. Okay, let me try and switch this. Adeline. So Adeline is, I'm going to do this the easy way this time. Maybe. There we go. Adeline's in Hong Kong. And what time is it, Adeline?
I think it's
midnight?
Yeah, 12 after midnight, 12:15.
It's midnight. We always
It's
get
okay,
Adeline in
midnight
very
owl.
weird times.
She's dedicated to be here.
She is dedicated.
Yeah.
Adeline is one of our sponsors, and she does Serenity Fair washi tape. So really cool, very cool washi tape. So thank you so much for being a sponsor, and let us know a little bit about what you did as a project and that as well.
Sure. Thank you for having me again. Actually, my washi tapes are a bit different what most people know. I specialize in wider, very wide washi tapes like this. So they're
They're
4
very
to 6 inches wide, a lot of them. I do have narrow ones, but my main product is the very wide ones, or kind of laser die cut ones. I'll show you this one. It's something like this. You can see different designs.
They're very cool washi tape, used in many different ways too.
Yeah, and my project is this type of scrapbook folder with this washi tape collage layering. And then I also show how to make the tuck pockets inside. So actually, it's a bit of a hybrid. It could be a card as well, a giant card. I've done smaller ones too. Yeah. And these are just folders that I use, like cardstock folders.
Yeah, and you did one of those in our membership, and people loved it. So it's really cool to watch putting together, and they loved the thing that you're doing it can be a gift. It can be many different things.
Yeah, exactly. And then my free gift are my printable journal pages. I've got one set. Okay. You can print them double-sided on letter A4 size. And then my VIP bonus is actually more printables. So tags, other journal pages. The one that was really popular in the last summit was Jane Austen. So at this summit, I've updated to another version of Jane Austen journals, and that will be part of the VIP bundle.
Yeah.
Plus,
go ahead.
They get a $10 gift card to my site, $10 US, and also a free session to a crafting session, 90-minute crafting session.
So excellent, and we appreciate that. And I played with your washi tape, and they're very cool because they stick to everything. But they come off. Like, it's very high quality, but you also have things like Alice in Wonderland and Jane Austen and all that kind of thing. So check out her site if you wonder about really high quality washi tape. This is something to definitely look at because it is pretty cool.
Thank you. I'm also exploring decoupage. Maybe I'll do that in a future summit. Like, I can decoupage these wicker baskets with washi tape.
Well, she's also done, because we had her last time, she took a hairbrush and turned it into
hairbrushes. These are hairbrushes. Yeah.
Dollar store gifts that you can transform with washi tape. Things you never thought you could do with washi tape. It's really cool. So definitely come and check out all that stuff. I'm going to move us over into another screen. Maybe. Technology. There we go. This is just a sample of what we're doing in the summit. There are amazing speakers, and I just want to chat a bit about the VIP because everyone here is participating in our VIP. So our VIP allows you to get the presentations, but that's just really the top of it. We've loaded this summit with over 15 VIP only events. So we have people who are co-crafting. So come and co-craft with our speakers, and who knows what they're going to do. It's kind of like speed dating. So you get 30 minutes with different speakers who are doing things. We also have a set of panels. We have a panel on card making. We have a panel on cutting machines, which Elena's going to be doing with others. We have a panel on scrapbooking and mini albums, and we have a panel on AI, and then a panel on organization, so crafting with AI. We also have our regular crop with a twist, which is where we do something fun and different. And we have, this time we're adding Sunday shenanigans. I don't even know what that's going to be yet, but it's going to be a lot of fun just to have some fun on a Sunday. And the other thing that's in our VIP bundle, which is unique to us, is I have created something called the sidekicks, your creative sidekicks. So these are 3 AI tools that you can use. One of them is a sentiment creator. So you do these beautiful cards, but then you go, what am I going to put inside this card? So you can customize with a sentiment creator. You can go, hi, I'm sending a card to Elena, who is a guest at whatever. Do that. Or you can say, hi, I'm doing a card for somebody who helped me move. I want it to be funny. And you can customize this to exactly the person you do. So there's one for that. There's another one that creates recipe cards. So basically you decide what you want to make. It will give you a list. You can tweak it, and then it will print it off of what supplies you need, what your cutting instructions are, all that kind of thing. And there's a third one, which is in prototype, should be ready soon, should be ready next week, which is your creative companion. So you're sitting at your desk and you don't know what you want to do. So you go in there, answer a series of questions, and it gives you a suggestion of what you can do. And so those are part of the VIP, very exclusive to us. Had a lot of fun creating them. And I'm going to see if there's any other questions here. This would be, if there's any questions. If you guys have any questions, let us know. I've seen them. Their very gift is really nice. Oh, the VIP gift is really nice. I think that's going to Love Jane Austen. So to Adeline. I have a question for you guys generally, because you all participate in a summit and you probably have attended a summit. So free summits, they can be fun. They can be overwhelming. What's your suggestion for people to navigate? There you go. That's an interesting question.
Ooh, I'll jump in first. Oh, sorry. Elena, do you want to go first?
No, go ahead, Shelley.
Okay. I would say as soon as you can get your hands on the schedule, just go through your schedule and just sort of mark down the ones that you just think you absolutely have to go and see. And then view those ones first. And then if you have spare time after that, then go and view the ones, like go see number one, the first pick first, and the second pick second, and so on down the list for that day. And then if you don't get to one of the ones that you went, whatever, then it's not a biggie, but you got to see the ones that you really wanted to see. That would be my first suggestion. And then, of course, my second suggestion is get the VIP, and then you can watch them as many times as you want.
That's a good suggestion too. Absolutely.
That was basically exactly what I was going to say.
I'm glad I went first then.
The only thing I can maybe add to that is if you know you're not going to have time to watch all of them, but there's some that you want to try, go and grab the project files for the ones that you might not have time to go see, because even if you can't watch the project happening and learning from it, most crafters are skilled enough to maybe massage it together and make it work with the files that you have from the project, so that you can at least make the project later for yourself if you want. So I might suggest also just grabbing the files from that, and any of the people that you like, grabbing their socials so that you can follow them and learn from them in other crafting adventures.
Absolutely. And a couple of things too. And Debbie J, who's one of our speakers, is on somebody's channel. She's paired with us somewhere. So I don't know whose channel she's on, but she's on one of your channels watching. I don't know where she is. But choose your favorite first. And that's one thing. I'm going to just share my screen for a sec, hopefully. Because we've updated our guide a lot this time to kind of give you that as well. So let me see how technology lets me do this. We're either going to see ourselves twice or I've got the wrong screen. I never know which screen it's going to not that screen. Let's try the other screen. I have 2 monitors and it always does this to you. Is it gonna? There we go. Oh, they went to this side this time. I don't know why, but that's all good. So we created a guide this time as opposed to just a schedule. So when you sign in, you'll get access to the guide, and you can print it off. We update it with occasional changes, but it's going to list what's going on. So where to begin, how to join our Facebook group, how to subscribe to our YouTube channels, because we'll be live with Q&As. We're doing an AM and a PM Q&A during the summit, so we'll be live during the summit. And she's on your channel, Elena. There you go. Debbie's on your channel. We'll be live up to the summit. It gives you a little bit more detail. And then we had some things you can do before the summit, during the summit, to know when you're getting things, what you're doing. There's a kickoff party on June 3rd and a Facebook group that we have. And then you're going to get day one presentations. So what we did is we actually kind of got that feedback. You're going to get the presentations for day one. You can mark them as must see. So, you know, you can review this in advance and decide which ones you want to see, because if you're on the free pass, you have 24 hours to watch all of the presentations. And so you can mark which ones you want to see. And if you're on the VIP, you're going to have much longer to watch all your presentations, but you can do it that way. And then we have the live events that are happening. So there's live events for the free people as well as live events for the VIPs. So we are going to add Summit Scoop, which we're going live at 10:15. The presentations go at 10 o'clock. We're going to go live at 10:15, Tracy and I, just to give you the scoop of what's going on with the summit, so that you know what to watch, kind of give you an overview. And then we have a live Q&A with our speakers in the morning at noon. Well, I guess morning, noonish. Noon is morning, isn't it still, ladies? Can we call that noon is morning? And then we have another one at 4 p.m. And then it gives you what's in the VIP as well. You have that for each day. And then at the very end of the guide, we actually have all the presentations alphabetical by first name of the presenter. So you can just go in and click them and know what you have and know whether you've checked out everything that you want. So all the presentations with the image, because it's good to see what you're actually going to make, with the image attached to it, that you'll be able to scroll through it. So you have the whole guide that's available for everyone. The day of the presentation's live, for example, Elena is live on the first day, I think.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Sure. Yes, you must be, because I always do the videos first on the first day. You are able to download her instructions and her supply list. If you're in the VIPs, it's already in the VIP area. You can download that and do that and access their instructions and supply lists. You can also, I'm going to stop sharing because you don't need to. Maybe I'm going to stop sharing. Whoop. Nope. I hit something that said my computer was having a performance warning. We don't know. Hide. There we go. We're all back. So yeah, you can have the supply list. All of the wonderful freebies I mentioned are available to free people who are in the summit on the speaker page. So we keep our freebies available for the full 4 days. So you can go in and download and grab them. You can find them on social media, follow people. And actually, if you guys can type, I don't know if you can you type in the comments on here? If not,
I can't.
Okay, I can do this at, no. I'm going to follow each of them if you can. Is it at Black Sheep 303 or just at Black Sheep 3?
For YouTube, it's at Black Sheep 303 Crafts.
You're making me type a lot.
Sorry.
It should go. It's really neat because when it puts a check mark to see that I got it right.
Tracy's posting. Where are you, Tracy?
Tracy.
It's Crafts with an S.
I got you. Catherine?
Katherine Learns Stuff.
I'll get them all. Learns or learns?
Learns Stuff. So there's 2 S's there.
There we go. And Adelaide, what's yours?
SF Watty.
There we go. You're all there. So follow each other, follow them. That's a great thing to do as well. If you have any questions, let us know. I'm not, it's hard to keep everything going at once when I'm doing this by myself. See, follow them, say hi to them. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I have another tip too that builds off of the one that Catherine had. Download the instruction sheets from each of the providers. And then if you're watching on, depending on where you're watching, if you have the ability to not have it go at one time speed, like watch it at one time, 1.5, 2 times. I have been known to be, I've got an hour left and I still have 3 presentations to go. So I download the sheets, I scan the sheet and go, okay, I kind of know what I'm doing there. So I 2 times through that part and then slow it down during the part that I'm like, not sure about, and then back to 2 times. And you'd be surprised at how much you can cram in that hour.
I've done it too, actually. So that's video replay speed. You can do a lot when you kind of up your speed. It's surprising how the first time you put your speed at like 1.5 or 2, everybody sounds like they're going, and then you get used to it. Your brain gets really used to it really quickly, and you can save time that way. So that's a good tip. And it's like you said, you can learn from everyone. And the other thing I will say about our presentations, I don't know if we have any people, we have Adeline here from a different time zone. We release them at 10 a.m. North American Eastern Standard Time. And you have them for 24 hours. It's 24 hours no matter where you are in the world. We get a lot of people who say, could you release it at a better time for my time zone? But we all have to sleep 8 hours of the 24 hours or whatever you choose to sleep. It's still 24 hours. We have to pick a time, and it's our time zone that we do to make sure everything's working. But 24 hours is still 24 hours. And if there's any issues, we have a little bit of a gremlin, and our site tends to go down on the second day. It already went down once this time. We fixed that. So hopefully it won't go down on the second day. We always extend it. If we're down for a couple hours, we extend the amount of time. Fingers crossed we're not going down this time. It would be nice to not go down this time. But you never know. It's one of those things. The internet is that. So just have patience with us. We always fix things like that. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of great energy. These ladies give their best. And also, if you do join, and we would love to have you join, and remember to click the link in the description that you're watching. The sincerest form of flattery is actually copying what they're doing, right? So I know from talking to all our speakers, when you do it and you post it and share it in the Facebook group, if you're on Facebook, or you send it to us and we share it, that's where they get the most out of it, right? It's like, oh my God, look what they, and even more so. Elena, were you the one who did the punch through card last time, or that was someone else? I don't remember who did that.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't you? Okay. But you've done other ones. You did the Santa Claus, but then people post it and do it differently.
Yeah.
They look at it and do it differently than what you did it. And I think that gives you ideas.
Yes.
Right? It's
I
like that
love
feedback
that.
circle.
Love that. Yeah.
I love to see when people take my concept and make it their own, because I've got my style, but when people change it and make it their own, but use like what I've taught, that really that makes me feel really happy, because I'm like, I've shared that with you and you've made it and gone and done better with it. And that's really what I love to see, is when you've please make the card or the thing the way I've designed it exactly. That's fine too. But when you add your own personal elements to it, it really makes the design, the whole project pop even more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm always amazed at how fast people create. We've had some people who create every single presentation. I'm like, wow, you're fast. Like you are, even if you're dedicated, but you're fast at creating and putting this stuff together in ways that always amaze me. That, you'll get somebody who posts, and we do a bingo. We do a bingo. We have prizes at the end. So our bingo card gets released the day we start, and you guys get to follow the bingo post. And then on the last day, when we do a wrap up, we actually give away some prizes for the bingo to try and get you energized and just trying new things. And that's part of what our summit is about from our perspective. It's about doing things that are just for fun. Like, it's not about being serious. It's for fun. It's trial and error. And some of the best things happen when you make a mistake. I bet you that's true for all of you, right? Some of those unexpected things happen when you make a mistake, or you think it's never a mistake, when you do something different and you put it together. So that would be it. I'm going to ask you guys each one question, but I have to think about my question. That's like, what's your number one tip for people about crafting, just doing this, about getting into it and doing it? What's one tip you can give people about paper crafting or card making, whichever way you want to go?
Well, nope.
Elena, I'm going to give Elena first this time. Elena gets to go first.
I'm going to go first this time.
You get to go first.
I give yourself permission to make mistakes. Like, do not beat yourself up if you mess something up or you think it looks ugly, because the only way you're going to get better and learn is to just try it. And, that can be easier said than done, but just don't let your fear of screwing something up stand in your way of just trying something new, because you might be surprised at the results. You might get a really fabulous result. You might get a terrible result, but you will probably learn something from it and do better the next time.
Absolutely. Fantastic tip.
And I think
Shelley.
Elena and I are sharing the same brain, because that was going to be my tip. So I have to think on my feet here. Um, I think definitely yes. Don't be afraid to try it because you'd be surprised at what you can learn, and so building off of that, kind of builds to what Heather was saying. If you are a card maker only and you see scrapbooking things, don't be afraid to look at those as well, because there's always something that you can adapt, make it smaller, make it slightly different, take part of whatever that scrapbooking presentation was and turn it into something you make on your card, or vice versa. Like this, I never thought that I could take that and put it onto a scrapbooking page until I went, hold it, you know what? Instead of having instead of having Santa on the front, I could have a picture of my relative on the front, and then my relative plays soccer, and so there's a soccer thing underneath hidden away. And so it's like, if I hadn't looked at this as a card making thing and I'm only a scrapbooker, so I'm not going to look at that, I wouldn't go, hey, I can take that and leapfrog off of that. And that's kind of what Catherine was saying earlier is, just because you look at something and go, oh, that's not for me, I don't want to do that. No, the best thing is taking a look and going, I don't want to do exactly like that, or I do, but I can take that and leapfrog it and go to the next thing that makes it me, because everybody has their own style. And so it's really great when you can take something that somebody else does and go, I like that, but I'm going to just boop it to something different. So.
Absolutely. And that's great. And it's true. We have about 50% card makers, 50% scrapbookers. And like I said, we always get the feedback. There's not enough of either one. It just doesn't matter. But, that's the whole point of it is. And when Tracy looks for speakers, she doesn't go for themes. She just wants you guys to do what you do best. Right. And so not putting you in a category or anything is part of it. Catherine.
I was going to also say, you're your own worst critic is my advice, because you may make something and you may think it is the poops, and it's really not. You're your own worst critic. I will make every project that I make, I see 1,000 things wrong with it, and I could do better, and I could be better, and all these things. But then when you give it to someone or it sits for a while, it's a lot better than you think it is, and you are your own worst critic. So don't be hard on yourself when you're making any of these projects or trying these projects, because you're looking through it critically, no matter what you do, right? It's never going to be perfect to you. So just get past that and accept it, because it's actually a lot better than you think it is. So
absolutely. 100%. We do something called prompt and play, which we're doing after the summit, and it's timed. And it's like, we give you some weird prompts, very weird prompts sometimes, and you have 30 minutes to make what we give you. And it's amazing what everyone creates in 30 minutes, whether it's a scrapbooking page or a card, people come up with something. But most people, when we ask them to show it, always caveat it with criticism. And it's like, no, it's not good enough. Or I didn't finish this, just what you're saying, Catherine. And it's like, no, and most of them are really beautiful. And it's like, okay, or I'm just a beginner, or I haven't learned this or whatever. So yeah, absolutely. Those are great tips. Adeline, do you have a tip to add?
I think I can follow on what the other ladies mentioned about not being afraid of mistakes. I think, if you created something, you're not quite happy, sometimes it's good to just take a break, put it aside, work on something else and take it out again, because sometimes you just want to look at it later, maybe with a fresh pair of eyes, and then you would see the beauty of it, or the fact that it's not so bad, or how you can improve. And I think because it's paper, there's lots of ways to kind of fix it or patch it. That's how I learned in my process, that actually you learn a new technique or style from the mistake itself.
And that's absolutely true. And then Loretta just said the same thing. Take breaks between creating and evaluating your project. And actually, I'm going to get really nerdy here, only because I learned this recently myself. It's a different part of our brain. Excuse me, is that when we create, when we're doing something, we're writing or creating, we're in one part of our brain. And when we're evaluating, we're in a different part of our brain. And so, and I know this because I'm dyslexic. And when it comes to writing, it's like, I can't find my own mistakes when I'm writing. I have to go away, switch my brain to the evaluation part of the brain, and then I see what I'm doing. And so the same things. Another trick that I know, because I draw, is take a picture. Because taking a picture of it takes you away from the intricate details and takes you to the 1,000-foot level of what you're doing. and you start to see the composition together versus you've been staring at that one little corner of your card that you don't like. And then when you take a picture of it, you're like, oh, this is really cool. Someone else showed your project to someone who will respond with, oh, wow, very good one too, right? And we'll do that for you. So if you come to the summit and you're posting in the groups, I guarantee you will get a lot of, oh, wows when you share your projects and do that, because people want to help each other, right? It's not about perfection. It's about having fun and creating something. And the journey, I think, is, I know from, we have a membership for our Scrapbooking Fun Circle and from the summit where we usually have 10,000 people. It's the joy of what you're doing that you guys love. As crafters, as artists, it's the joy of putting it together. It's not always the end product. How many of you have, especially the card makers, do you have bins of cards that haven't gone anywhere? That are sitting there in a bin and have nowhere to go, right? There you go. Exactly.
Well,
it's not
they're
the
mostly
finished
recyclable, so it's okay.
Exactly. It's not the finished product. It's the process of creating that brings us all together. It's the process of having fun with our supplies and doing things like that. It's not like, oh, wow, I finished this, right? Unless, of course, you have a reason. But generally speaking, if you guys would have a ton of friends, if you had as many, especially the card makers, you would have a lot of friends. And the other thing that Tracy and I often talk about is the different angle between card making and scrapbooking. And junk journals kind of fall in a different way. Card makers, scrapbookers are looking at the past and capturing a memory. Card makers are looking at the future, kind of where am I going to give this card, who's it for? And then junk journals and mini albums kind of fall in their own unique space. But it's still about, you know, joy and memories and capturing and giving comfort. There's so many things you guys all do in common. So you might actually share the photo. Yeah, somebody said take a photo and you might actually share it. So excellent. Well, we would love to have you, if you're listening, coming to the Scrapbooking Fun Summit. Check the link in the bio that you're on, for the bio, the description in the video that you're watching this from. Come and join us. If you're part of it, come and join the VIP. It's a great platform for that as well. And thank you guys for hanging out with me on a sometime. I guess it's Sunday and Monday for Adeline. And we had someone from Ireland in our comments as well. Margaret was there. So thank you all for joining us. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll be back with a couple more of these next week. The summit starts June 3rd, goes to June 7th. It's going to be a blast, and we hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Come
Bye.
to the summit.